You ever been in a tough spot? Like your whole world has come crashing down on you? You don't know where to turn? You don't feel like anyone's there? Even God himself may have rejected you? Nobody to turn to for help? Main character in our story this week found herself in a similar situation. In this week's installment of the story, we cover the book of Ruth. But from a little bit different perspective than maybe we're used to encountering that text. See, many of us are familiar with the love story between Boaz and Ruth. But without Naomi and her influence over Ruth, we probably wouldn't have that love story. See, Naomi found herself a stranger in a strange land, without a husband or protector, provider, and no sons to take up where he had left off. So she and Ruth moved back to their homeland, her homeland, to pick up where at least something was familiar. But you see, at just the right moment, when Ruth needed Naomi's help, Naomi rose to the occasion. And the happily ever after finally came to be. But without Naomi, again, we probably wouldn't have the story of Ruth in the way that we found it. So what's the takeaway in all of this? Look at Ruth, and then look at Naomi. You can see Naomi's fingerprints all over the encounter with Boaz from the very get-go. Think about the people in your life who have had influence over you. Think about this generation that's coming up underneath us. It will be the leaders of tomorrow. If we can carry on in the tradition of Naomi and take just one of these kids, no matter who they might be, under our wing, be able to mentor and guide, teach and train in any number of ways, we can help these kids in this generation coming up go from a life that's iffy at best to one that's a little bit better than average, maybe even one that's plentiful and abundant.